unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind and state of mind. And if it is, to thank the law, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, spins by, and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and
here to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. This is taken at the 23. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Now it's 2nd and 9. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He'll buy some time right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Now a handoff to Cohen running left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Cohen gets it again on second. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They find some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 23. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
Down. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Highway Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Adams.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Looking to pass. Tua. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this and take away? Defense ready to get their next drive underway. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. They're down 3 times. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. First down, a run with Cohen. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. He finds his man. Complete. That's Beck. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Tua. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's caught here by Adams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2 to throw again. Man open, here is Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Tua going to throw. That is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get a score closer.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Off play action. Fields.
This is caught by Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
At their 48-yard line.
second down at 5. Here's Fields. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here's second and 10. Fields throwing again.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
From the gun, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on fourth down.
Waiting on it will be Richie James. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The kick by Crosby is good. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Throwing after the interception. Fields rolling to his right.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Again, it's Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He finds his man. Complete. That's back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Tua. The quick slant caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
Tua going to try and throw for it.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27th, Fields escaping the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A throw over the middle taken in. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 9. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
On play action, Fields.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 25 on second down. Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
Second and 11 now. Now Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Play action. It's Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, It's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Room to run at the 50, 30. And he gets it all the way down inside the 30. What a terrific return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off of play action, Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down. Tua. Now swing pass for Dillon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Tua to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Dancing to his left. And here he's got Graham. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing again is Fields. Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields eluding the pressure right. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Chicago, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.